Hello, Tarot World. As you can see, I'm in my pajamas again and I'm going to do a silly reading. I haven't tidied my table yet, so we'll have to prepare. Today I'm going to read, Is It Me or Is It Them? Because I was just on Reddit and came across like an Our Girls dinner post. I can't remember the name of the subreddit and I'm not subscribed to it. And the girl was talking about how the guy ordered her a garden salad on the first date, and I was like, that's pretty hilarious. And it made me think about a couple of dates where I've walked out on the person, and a couple of people I've spoken to in the last year and a bit, and I'm just like, now, it's not a foreign thing for me to think of myself as perhaps being the issue here. Like, I honestly know that I am the issue. But in particular, I'm thinking about this one occasion where I left a guy with half my drink unfinished. And I can't even remember what he did or said, but all I can say about it is that I was just like, it's not gonna work, so I'm out of here. Like, I'm not gonna waste your time by hanging around. Iconic. I mean, there's been other occasions where, like, I met up with this one guy on the beach and he went on a rant about how he goes on trains and will see somebody sitting on the train, like a woman in particular, with nobody next to them. And he'll go sit next to them and imagine his body, him leaving his body and entering theirs. And I was like, and I am never seeing you ever again. Goodbye. Like, it was, oh my God, I do not like this. So yeah, let's read. Is it me or is it them? And you can be a part of this too, because I'm doing a collective here. So, like, is it me or is it them? Why not? I don't know which deck to go with. Let's go with the animal deck. I've been charging this up, but like my last time I read with this, the sun was at the bottom, and weirdly, like most of my decks, the sun has been at the bottom of them, so that's pretty cool. Okay, so is it me or is it them? How could I even do the spread for this? Like, how we, you, me, how we're entering the situation will be one card. How they are entering the situation will be on the other side. And then we'll have the energy between. We'll have what's working, what's not, and what the outcome is. So is it me or is it them? Hi, Pleen. Is it me or is it them? Hi, Sweet Pea. Hi. Is it me or is it them? Hi. Kitten. Frieden. Oh. Oh. She's looking at her foot. She's very cute. She's the best cat ever. Hello. Okay. Is it me or is it them? The cards aren't flying, so I'm going to have to pick where I'm going from. Okay, so that's them. This is us. We're getting two cards here. So this is like how we're entering, how they enter, how... No, we're not getting two cards. How they... No, how we enter, how they enter, the energy between, the good, and what isn't working is that card. Yeah. We've got some cards that want to be chosen as clarifiers first. Okay, so we enter as the Queen of Swords. So we're a little sharper than maybe our appearance is giving. In this deck, it appears as, I guess you can call her a white wolf if you want to. So she's a bit of a lone wolf. I'm just interpreting the symbols here. So she's ready to attack because the sword is there, but she's not like super ready because she isn't gripping it and pointing it at you. Like, it's like, this is a line between us, you know. It's, I guess it's that you're coming across like, you're not gonna be messed with. Like, the trees are coming at me, kind of representing like these are all the enemies I've already had to walk through to get here. So if you want, you know, the crown, which would be like my wholeness, like the prize, you know, like I'm sorry, I'm trying to explain why it's not you being the, like, because the crown is, in from the images that I'm seeing here, is you are the prize for sure. It's just you can't have it just by looking at you, the wolf, you know. You have to go through this line and you have to realize its value to be able to even hold it, let alone possess it of your own, you know? Sorry, that came out a bit jangled, but we're getting there. And they enter the conversation as the Page of Cups. So it's a little boy with his whimsical little fish. But in the card here, you've got you got Neil in the water looking at the cup. So in one interpretation of how I look at this card, you could say that Neil the seal here has thrown the cup onto the shore. He's gone like, there you go. What do you want? But realistically, it's more that the cup was there. It's the same as the crown. It's like the potential is there, but it's empty. It's been spilt already, and they are hiding in the safety of their realm. In tarot, I always interpret the waters as, or the ocean as emotion, you know. And when it comes to, and I'm not meaning men, I'm meaning masculine energy, the reserved nature of presentation of emotion comes from the necessity to learn to live within them and not let them be exposed. I could say that in a much better and more precise way, but it's kind of difficult. I've been exploring my masculine energy. I prefer to think of it as beige and tan because both of them could be one or the other. But because I'm a woman and I am reading about men in general, then I'm interpreting it as masculine energy, but it's not. because they both represent the same things. It's just how they're presented and what society's anticipating from each of the genders that determines whether or not they appear to be masculine or feminine. It's a load of crock. Because I'm sure anyone could argue that although men may try to keep their emotions on the reserve, it's quite obvious that they're not on the reserve. But what I mean is, in the beige energy, shall we say, there's a lot of responsibility for other people in there, you know, and a lot of trying to put yourself on the back burner so that you can help others. And a lot of people would say that this is a feminine thing, but at the same time, yeah, it is, but I'm not interpreting it in the nurturing, motherly way. I'm interpreting it in the materialistic way. You know, I'll go and do the work, I'll go earn the money, I'll go do this, I'll go do that, and then not really having much left in the tank for that nurturing side of things. Do you understand what I'm saying? I went on a little bit there. Anyway, so they are encapsulated in their veil, you know, in the world that they have imagined for them to survive in, which is the ocean, the emotional blanket that they wrap around themselves. And they are looking at the cup that in the traditional deck is being held by the Page of Cups, symbolically meant to be an offering, but in one way that you can look at it, because the cup is empty aside from a fish, it's asking to be filled with water so that the fish may survive. And we could say something of the same sort here. The cup is on the shore to see if it will be filled. So fascinating. So what I'm basically saying here is that one party, whether it's you or not, let's just mix it all up a little bit more than we've already done so. One of you is entering the conversation looking to see what they might be able to get out of it, and the other is entering looking to see if they can be seen. The energy between the two, we have the Six of Swords. So, I mean, in this, I'm looking at this like this is a hinge date kind of thing, you know, like when if you're going out there and your hinge dates aren't going so well, then what's going wrong when you go meet these peeps? And the energy between is that you're both kind of looking for a bit of an escape from, I'd say, just regular life. Like, you know, the Six of Swords is, in so many ways, it's similar to the Eight of Cups for me, but because it's swords, it would be leaving the situation that's just logically not working anymore, whereas the Eight of Cups is leaving a situation that's been quite emotional for you. Excuse the very messy hair. I am going to upload this because I just don't care. Like, I'll maybe wash my hair and be more fun in future videos, but for now this is the level that we're going with. And in this interpretation that I've got here, because we've got the flying squirrel, they, you know, it's a bit of a fun thing, you know, like having a little flight and seeing what's going on. Positives that come out of meeting people like this, Knight of Cups. You're both getting something out of it. You're both like entering with all goodwill and everything. It's just, I suppose what I read before from the Queen of Swords and the Page of Cups is more, shadow aspects of it, but I would say that you're both realistically entering the situation as the Knight of Cups. Like, unless it's explicitly said at the very start of conversations that it's going to be a completely, purely only hookup kind of sitch, then you're both going to be going in there like sussing each other out. And there's a lot. Oh my God, my hair is such a mess. I keep touching it and it gets worse. What have I done? Why do I always do this? Okay. I've got a hair scrunchie here, so I'm gonna do something. Yeah, like most Tinder and that just doesn't work the way that it used to. Like, most people aren't going on those things to just like do casual hookup things anymore, as far as I can tell, because it's just so full of bots. And if you're paying to even use the app, you might want to, do something rather than, no, I don't know. It's been a while since I even used them. I installed it a few months back and I chatted to one guy, and like after 5 minutes I'm like, I can't do this. I don't have it in me anymore. Yeah, like, what kind of bird is this again? Is it called a boob? Like, the thing with the boob, look, he's like kind of stumbly. He's like, I'm getting the impression that most people would be meeting up for drinks, so it's like a little stumbly and a little like, oh, let's just have a little fun and see what's going on here. And again, the cup is tossed and empty, so it implies that cup in somebody's life is empty, and you would hope it is. You'd hope that cup isn't being filled by someone and that they're not trying to, get something on the side there. Negatives that occur in these situations, we have the Three of Cups, literally what I was just saying. Sometimes it's just they're being sus because they're trying to hook up with more people than their partners. Is it them or is it me? Why do I have this one hair? My question is it them or is it me? So, like, I guess I've been on a couple of dates where they had girlfriends. Clarifier, I got the Fool, but I don't know what I'm clarifying. So I don't know why I pulled it without checking what I was clarifying first. Testing the waters to see if they might want to leave their relationship. I know that that's something that a lot of people do. Morals are funny things, aren't they? And then the Hanged Man. So, stalemate. Again, there's 3 in here. So, yeah. Is it them or is it me? It looks like it's them. From my experiences, I've had a lot of people say, oh, you're just a bit hard, and oh, you're just, oh, scary woman with opinions and boundaries, how awful for you. It's, yeah, I've never really wanted to be seen as a hard person, but that's what's happened. It happens. Men understand this. They go through the same thing. They might have had whimsy and delight and like that bright childish look in their eyes when something interesting happens that has been eaten and stolen away by that many disappointments and hard times in their lives. Like, it's not exclusively women or exclusively men. We're all not happy, and the world is designed to push us into individuation, and So it becomes even harder for us to connect with each other, which is a shame because, you know, like there's moments of life that can't be better than when you're able to see something that most people can't see in another person, you know, like when you catch them and they notice that you saw. It's like, let's see if I can get her to open up. Let's see what she says when I flip this card. What would you say your heart looks like? Wheel of Fortune. So I guess it's a gamble. Like you might end up with something bad and you might end up with something good. Like and I'm interested to see what Neil the Seal's heart looks like behind his waves here. Neil the Seal, which card is yours? This one? The Sun. Yeah, like this is basically what I mean, you know. It's difficult to know what you're going to get and who is what energy on what side, you know. Like I interpreted these two cards in different ways. But realistically, I was saying the same thing about both cards. It's just how we interpret what we're looking at. And that has a lot to do with society and upbringing and culture and language even. Like the way language works dictates how you think in general. Inuit languages, the subject of the sentence becomes the center of the word, and what the subject is doing in the sentence is determined by suffixes and prefixes that attach to either end of the subject, which means that the subject of the sentence is at the mercy of everything that occurs within that sentence, which is exactly how Inuit people feel themselves within the world. They are not the driving force behind what's going on, more as part of what is going on. Do you see what I mean? So where we have the one that's hiding in their emotions, in the ocean of their emotions, looking at the cup to see what it's going to be filled by. And then we have the one that's got, I need to see what's on offer before you can have what I have to offer. Is that not the same thing? You know, it's just two ways of saying very, very, very similar concepts. The waves of their emotions are the same as the forest of their darkness, you know. It's just what's come out of it, you know. This one hides. This one, I would say, appears a lot more, I hate to say the word normal, but let's say unobstructive. You know, like fits in the mold, doesn't stand out, isn't even breaking the surface, you know. It just is sitting back, whereas this one is like, this is what stands between, like, it's quite clear that this is here. You can't know it until I know enough about you. You have to get over the sword for me to let you see this. But this is very silent. Not exactly the same, but there's similarity to it. The Wheel of Fortune implies a little bit of a gambling style to it, whereas the Sun, we got the lemur, so this guy likes getting high because lemurs love getting high. Off of these kinds of ants, actually. What am I reading now? I feel like I'm reading someone in particular and I can't stop thinking about like work politics. So I don't know why I'm like, because my workplace, despite my last video about me whinging about my workplace, is going better than it was. Yeah, I don't know. Getting a vibe here. So is it them or is it me? It's the energy in general, friends. We have the King of Pentacles. That one's like got the crown on its horn. Like, is this the next evolution of the Queen of Swords, the King of Pentacles? Like, turns into an oxen and carries its crown on its antler and is like, if you want this, you're going to get stabbed first. Stabbed by my horn. Like, who knows? And then there's the Knight of Pentacles. King of the Desert. Prairie Dog. Five of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles. Stay single, brothers. Stay single. Bottom of the deck energy. Death. Lovely. And then Ace of Cups. New beginnings. That's all I got. I don't know. That was a weird little reading and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for joining me. You are always welcome here, my friends. Is it them or is it me? No answers, just more questions and the death card at the bottom. All right, good night.